What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV live. Now, just so you know, views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome. See that deep voice? Welcome to the show. I'm Greg Gray, your host, one of the hosts, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank everybody from LinkedIn that's tuning in, everybody from YouTube, everybody from the African Television Network. We appreciate you guys. Looking forward to doing some great things with you. So it's a new week. What are you guys doing to make yourselves great? What are you doing to create some history? All right, we got history makers on the show this week. You know what? We air this through the StreamYard platform. And if you can hear in the background, that's some music. So StreamYard just put some new stuff up here, some new features up here. And I got the music playing in the background. And I was talking to Gina a little bit earlier. They got all this music on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of music here. They must not think any black folk do any do any broadcast, okay? Because this is all just so happy. It's just music. It's just love it, man. Everybody say what's up to my girl Gina. There she is. Hey, Gina. Rich Wilford, what's going on, brother? How's everything going, man? Gotta get you on the show again. Most definitely. My man's. All right, Gina. Everybody say what's up to my guy Mo B.
What's going on, bro?
I don't know, man.
But got me squeezed in. I had to move. I need to back off a little bit, probably.
Everybody say what's up to Marcella.
Marcella.
Hey.
La. All day long.
Oh, man.
We celebrate. You know, Gina, you're gonna have to go to a different something, okay? Because you're frozen. All right, we gotta get you right in here. All right, Gina. We get Gina back on in a minute, but we're celebrating, man. We starting to celebrate people who are still here, so they can get their flowers and take their accolades while they're here, so they can appreciate them. You know what I mean? So we're dealing with. Yes, Shantae says self-published authors. Yeah, some of them are self-published. Some of them are published nationally, internationally. We just celebrate them, all coming from the Distinguished Author Guild, which Gina put together. It's a platform, and these are award-winning. We call them award-winning authors, like this lady here chilling right here, author Dawn. Is it Gregory?
Yes, it's Gregory.
Man, look, you know what? It's a bunch of me's coming out. These like we had a Gray last week. Now we got a Gregory this week. Come on, y'all. How you doing, Dawn?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am great. Blessed to be here, man.
Me too.
Yes. You look happy.
I am. I'm overseas, so I had to get up a little early, but I wanted to be here to participate. So thank you so very much.
Overseas, where?
Yes, sir. I'm in the Middle East.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not in the pressure over there, are you?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I was ready to say
Thank
you're
you.
not there.
Is that where you live?
Yes, I live and work here.
Okay.
Okay, great. Overseas. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So you are an author. Someone just asked you, self-published author?
I am a published author. I do publish through a publishing house. So I consider myself as a self-published because I do a lot of the work myself.
Mm-hmm.
As with the co-creator, of course, with God. So it's a combination. But yeah, I do consider myself as a self-published author.
Cool.
That's good. And a lot of people may not know what the difference is, self-published and through a house, I guess. I don't know. What's the difference?
Monetary always different. Big
Oh,
difference.
what's the difference?
Yes.
Oh, for me, I do have a publisher. So they actually, I provide all the work to them and then they publish it. Or as a self-published author, I would do everything myself.
Okay, so self-publishing, does that limit you as to your audience, or does it limit anything?
I think for me, it gives me a broader range in regards to the subjects that I want to write about. A lot of times when you deal with the aspect of universe, God, channeled messages and things, a lot of times they don't want to touch that. But for me, being self-published, I can write whatever I want to write.
Right. So does the resources stay the same, or you get more of the resources because you're doing more of the work?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, sir?
Do the resources stay the same? I mean, about the same as far as, your monetary money? Does your money stay the same, or is it different?
For me, it stays about the same, but with being self-published, I can go as far and as wide as I want to go. Whereas being published from a house, they may limit me on certain things.
So do they actually pick your publishing house? Does it actually pick the spots where it's going to distribute your work, or do you have a choice
Yes.
to say, hey, okay, so they
do pick.
It's kind of like us,
but do you have a say so whether or not they can, whether the process is how the process is, right?
Yes, I do, and that's one of the good things that I have. I do have a say so. I'm very strong in the spiritual aspect, so a lot of times I may put something down and they may say, oh, well, we should change it to this, and I'm like, no, we're not changing it. We're going to keep it as it is, because whoever's drawn to it will actually receive the words that I'm writing.
They know what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
That's
For
a
example,
good thing about having.
I wanted to use the word ancestors for my family that had passed, and they said, well, no, I think we should use passed on. And I said, no, I think we should use ancestors.
That's what they are.
Exactly.
If people know us, we know it's ancestors. It has to be, because that's where we learned from.
Exactly.
So do you ever have any conflicts with the publishing house that you're with?
No, actually, I don't. I don't have any conflicts. I think they see that I have a broader range, a spiritual range, because I do get channeled words. So I express and I do let people know that it is co-creating. So they really don't hinder me, but there's sometimes that they do want to make changes. And for me, if I'm receiving channeled words, there is no change. It's as I receive it.
That's right, man. Handle your business.
That's right. That is so true.
You're on mute, Marcel.
Yeah.
Okay, just a quick question. When you say you receive channeled words, can you explain that, please?
Yes, ma'am. I had a near-death experience in 2009. Mm-hmm. At the time, I had a lot of chatter and I didn't know how to balance that with my everyday life. So I asked God to take it away, and I was told to write it down. So everything that I received, I wrote it down. So I had tons of notebooks. And this is when I was in Iraq, tons of notebooks of words. And I just had them on a shelf. And then I heard to read them. And then once I started reading them, I realized it was poetry. And from that point on, I've been guided to create these books. And it just doesn't apply for everyone who is reading them. It applies for myself as well. So literally, all the words that I write, I actually hear them and I write them down.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like I said, you control that. You control.
What you can
Yeah,
say.
I'm being guided, so it is a control, and I don't change it. I do a lot of daily postings to help people in Instagram and Facebook, and to help myself as well, because if it's coming to me, it's coming for me as well as coming through me for others.
Everybody say what's up to Life.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, B?
How y'all doing tonight?
So,
We are speaking with author Dawn Gregory. What's the name of your book?
my book is actually named She. It's Single Human Experience. I'll hold it up. I don't know if you can see it or not.
There you go.
Oh wow, okay, I like that.
Thank you. My son does all of my covers. He's a graphic major, so that's what I came overseas for, to pay for his college. I enjoyed the experience. I travel a lot, and it gives me different perspectives. So yeah, I write books. That's what I love doing, and that's what I enjoy doing.
Cool.
That is great.
You ever think about turning a book into a movie?
I was looking at some others, some of the other people that had their profiles where they were turning them into movies, and I'm starting to write more so outside of the poetry realm. So I think it would be very exciting for myself from a youth, with my grandmother, my mother, my aunts, my uncles, how they all raised me as an entire unit. And with the accident that happened, or not accident that happened, the near-death experience, and then moving forward to where I'm at. So I am definitely thinking about that.
Okay, Felisa says hello to everybody.
Hi, Felisa.
Hey, Felisa.
Hey, Felisa.
We'll
Hello.
see if we can get Gina back on here.
Right.
So, Dawn, we want to know, well, I want to know, I can't speak for everybody, but I want to know, what made you start this process of wanting to be an author? What inspired you to do this?
As a child, I was a writer, so I wrote a lot of poetry, and I did a lot of readings in school. When I had the near-death experience, it pushed me into that realm where either I was going to write it down or it was just going to be stuck in my head. So I followed what I was told, and I had no idea that I wanted to be an author. I really didn't. Family, taking care of my son, traveling, doing all of that. But then once this started, I had no choice but to be an author, and I enjoy it.
That's what's up.
I was looking on Amazon, looking up your book, and it was saying that it's from like more so ages 13 to 10, the book that you just showed. But can't that be for pretty much anyone?
It is, and that's one of the things that I did have to talk to my publishing house about, because I pick outside of 13 because that's like my niece's age. It's for anyone, but I don't know why they tagged it that way.
Okay, because I was wondering that, because they had something on there, and I was like, okay, this could be for any age. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Actually, I just published the book about maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, and I put the range wider because I didn't pick the range. I think they did, so that means they don't understand what I'm writing.
Pretty much. It sounds like
they don't understand. They ain't gonna buy it.
No, they don't understand the channel part of it. They don't understand who it's for. It's for anyone. My niece can read it. You can read it. It's a wide range. It's not really tagged to a specific age group.
So how do you put that out there, though? How do you put the message out there that it's not just for a specific age group, that everybody can do it? How are you putting that message out there?
Well, I am doing a lot of the work myself with the advertising, being here in this forum as well. Anyone that I talk to, I let them know that the youngest can read it to the oldest. So I'm actually starting over again in regards to all of the books that I have published, because now I see why it's so pigeonholed, because of the age group that they attached it to. So it's not really getting to the audience that it needs to get to.
Absolutely. And that's very important again. So you didn't market as that age group. Your publishers did?
Yes, I didn't market it at that age group at all.
See the plot thickens.
Right, and that
So I'm looking elsewhere right now to see if I should go another route, which I will. but it's a lesson learned and it's a beginning for me. It doesn't stop me from doing anything.
Right.
You know, I do gain a lot more people now because I'm doing more myself.
That's good.
Definitely, that's great.
So outside of the that issue, the issue of them not putting the correct demographics on there, what other issues have you had as you're trying to do your craft, as you're trying to be an author?
Being overseas a little bit limiting me because I can't go out and talk to groups in person, like a book tour. I know I can do it virtual, but I do like being around people. Where I'm at is the book scene isn't really that big, and then we have the language barrier as well. So if I did want to publish here, it would have to be in Arabic.
Okay. So, but do you speak Arabic?
No, I don't. Few words. That's about it. But I don't speak it. I've never really gravitated to that outside of getting to know how, you know, the culture, which I knew before I got here. But I do not speak it fluently. No, I do not.
Okay. Diane Biggs, what's going on? That's a radio personality. Actually, she owns a radio station.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She's watching. But, hey, Diane, if there's anything you can do to push Dawn Gregory's book,
Thank you.
Gotta push it. Oh, she'll do it. She'll definitely do it.
Yeah, she used to.
So I know a lot of this is and we've mentioned this before on different shows about unconventional professions. You know, and this is one of those unconventional professions where you don't. You know, again, everyone wants to be doctors and lawyers and firemen and policemen and you know all of that stuff. Okay, but when you tell somebody you want to be an author, it's a whole different ballgame. They look at you like an author. Okay. You know, we got various different professions on here with us in the panel as well. Did anyone ever? Did you ever think, okay, well, this is going to be kind of hard. This is a unconventional occupation, but you at it full time. Okay, did you ever think that it would be hard?
For me, I thought that being an author was extremely hard, so I never really thought about it. I was more vocal, so I would just speak to people and read. But right now, after my first book, it had gotten a little easy, but I don't want it to be easy for me, because if it's easy, I will not put the effort and appreciate where I'm getting these words from. So it's a little bit harder than what it was when I began. But my beginning was actually the hardest. Right now, I'm at a point where I'm ready to write another book. And I just published one 2 months ago. So I'm ready right now.
Go ahead and write it. Don't say you don't do it. Just go ahead and do it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You need to see it. Dylan Bugsby, appreciate you watching, man. Stay tuned. So if you said you want to write another book, what is this one about? The HER, the acronym means what?
It stands for Single Human Experience.
I said her. I'm sorry, Single
Human Experience.
What is it about?
It is about just life. It started off from when I was born. It's a combination of the channeled words, and it actually put me into a place to know that although I'm surrounded with people, I'm still a single entity. So it allows me to put myself into the space of I'm here, I'm present, and it's up to me to have the life that I am to have. It allows me to structure my space, although I know we have the divine or whatever others call in God, but I do know that if I don't take the knowledge, the wisdom that is given to me, then my whole experience is going to be altered. So that's why I chose she. So it was Single Human Experience, which it's not just for females, because the she is for males as well.
Okay.
The she is for males as well. And she's a poet. Don't you know? You hear that?
Yes.
Throw the curve on there.
It's a book report.
Exactly.
Well, okay. That's all good, man. So you got the book out.
Yes.
You're pushing the book. You're making it happen. You want to do another book.
Yes.
Do you think the second book is going to be harder to write than the first one, or does it, because you've done it already, is it easier?
Actually, I have 4 books that I published.
Well,
This
we way behind.
She is my 3rd book.
Your 3rd book. Okay.
Yes. So each one is different, to be honest with you. So each one has a different level of unknown, of being a little bit harder. Subject change, even though it's poetry, it changes in accordance to the title. My process for me is I use Evernote, and I'll get titles of books, and then I'll set the folders up, and then as the poems come in, I just disperse them into the book. Well, I'm guided to disperse them into whatever title, and eventually that fills up the book, and then I get it published.
Okay. So all of the books are of poetry, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So you're a poet. So it would be wrong of me not to ask you to share one of those with us.
Well,
there you go.
Here's the thing, which is, it's so weird. It's because of the way that I get the words, I do not remember the poems outside of reading them.
You can read them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick something short.
Then let it be short. Look, we got this. This is ours. We do what we want to do on here.
Oh.
This is
There you go. You put out what you want to put out.
So you look. You got a poem or a piece of work that lasts about 5-6 minutes. We got you. We cool.
Oh, okay.
We want to hear what you got. You know, it's inspiring when you hear words coming from authors like yourself that you know, from just somebody who hasn't written like you guys write. Like we had Savannah Farr on last week, and it was such an amazing experience. Okay, because you guys write different, you know.
Yes.
Authors write different than just regular spoken word artists. So no, we don't have a problem with holding on, waiting, listening, chilling.
Oh, thank you so much. I do have one, and I am reading this out of the book of She, and it starts with She Knew.
Let's go.
The beauty of the She knew. The beauty of the butterfly is not when the wings are formed. It is within the struggle, within the darkness, within the pain, the nothingness. It is within the battle of the unknown. For what lies within the balance is your beauty versus pain. It is transformation.
Look at that, short and to the point, y'all. Point.
There you go.
Don't do that. And
but see, she stopped like Savannah did last week. Okay, you got to let us know when you're dropping us off. So you take us up.
Yes.
And you just drop us off and let us know when we're getting ready
take
to
us up
start.
and land us.
Right. So then you'll think about it as well, because they all apply to everyone. And I don't have extensively long poems, but they're very to the point, but they apply to life. So I actually read them myself. Every day I'll pick out something to read to start my day.
And that is so important, because people need to hear something outside of all, you know, you look at the news. And
yes.
The news is just getting terrible. There's not too many happy stories, no good feels in there. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We need to hear from people like yourself, so that we can get inspired to do some different things, so that we can understand where our inspiration and where our ideas come from. You know, we need to hear people like yourself, so that we can get it within ourselves, so we can bring something out. You know, and that's a gift. That is.
Yep.
I can't do it. I mean, I can write a script. I can do some foolishness. It'll make you laugh. It ain't gonna mean nothing, you know. So that's I love hearing spoken word. I love poetry. I wouldn't tell anybody like that, because you know, a man get up here and talk about he love poetry. He's soft, all right. And I ain't
that's soft. Not true though.
Yeah.
Not true.
I'm just saying, I ain't no punk. But I love to hear spoken word, especially coming from guys like you. Man, don't let me take over the conversation. You any of the other guys, you got questions? Comments?
I just like how you take how you say, like piggyback off Greg said, like you read it every day. You read a little bit of piece of it every day, and that shows that it can, like Greg said, it can really help people. You know what I mean? And I love how
you.
you take the accountability as well. You know what I mean? You said that you are in control of your actions, your life, your thoughts, and everything, and you put that into the book. And I think that's amazing. More people need to know that. More people need to know that they are in control. It's not always about the outside elements, but it's up to you. I love that.
That is true.
Hey, shout out to Michael Namantri. Saying it correctly. It's just like the.
Maybe they need to phonics it out.
You know what I'm saying? Trey,
Yeah.
Tree Sweet Drink, she's tuned in. Like I said, Dylan Busby, Felisa, our baby Trisha Lynn, she on here too. So everybody's supporting. Hey, I challenge everybody out there. People like Dinah Lynn, and some other Howard McGee, a couple of people, man. You all need to put these people on your shows so that they can talk, just like they're talking here, so that they can promote themselves. So I challenge you guys. Dinah Lynn, I'm challenging you first because I know you very well. All right. Dawn Gregory needs to get her work out, get it out there farther. Okay, you have a nationally syndicated radio station. Get it out there. Get it out there. It's my girl KB right there, Dope Living TV, of course. That's my partner right there. But so Dawn, what is the next step for you? I mean, you got the book. You're gonna write another book, okay? And understanding that you're overseas, and you said you don't get out to people, but you're gonna have to use that social media and continue to put that word out there.
That is true. This is my first actually interview / being online.
Hold on. We have a conversation. We don't do interviews.
Well, excuse me, a conversation, which that's what makes it more comfortable for me, because if I thought of an interview, it probably would be not what I expected it to be.
No,
but this is my first time being in a forum with a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. I think I had it in my head that it would be something that I couldn't control for myself, and not be able to put everything together so people would understand what the books are. So I do know that part of my little fear was being online and speaking to people in this forum. I can do it in person, but I'm practicing on this. So
well,
I have to just get myself together.
Your virginity has been broken. All right.
Yes.
Your media.
So, Dawn, what would you tell young people? Because something that we're doing here on Dope Living, we're trying to bring spoken word out more, because it's kind of like, especially when it comes to men, like Greg just said, you're soft. Even like growing up, I used to like poetry and a lot of other people, but it was like, that's nerdy and bookwormish. So what would you tell our young people coming up, like in junior high, even in elementary and up through high school and college? What would you tell them? What advice would you give them as far as becoming authors and writing?
For me, I began writing at a very young age, and I had a family unit that actually encouraged me. My grandmother didn't allow me to read other poets because she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Okay.
For the youth, to the young adults, to the adults, there's something that we're here for. We're here for a purpose. All of us have a purpose here upon this earth. It's our duty to make sure that we do our purpose. To sit, by ourselves, to meditate, to understand that whatever comes to us is coming to us for a reason. Write it down. Share that information. Even with me just saying hello to somebody opens their life up to another experience. So step out of the box. Don't enclose yourself in this box, because we all are a story. We're a piece of the puzzle of life. And we have something to give to others, whether we feel others want to read it or not. If I sold one book, I did better than me not giving what I was given.
True.
And see, that is so important, Don. That
is
so
important.
Very
That's
important.
good.
You said that
Yes,
before.
that's
It's like,
Pass it on.
with this platform that we have, we're able to touch a lot of people. Okay, but if we touched one person, we've done our job. We've done,
Yes.
done what we were supposed to do. All right. So I appreciate you saying that because it's so important. I'm glad that you did say it. It's important to know that we have a purpose and we have to fulfill our purpose. And we cannot, as you said, stay in that box. That box, you know, if we stay in there too long, it's going to be like we don't want to get out the box. So just close the lid, you know.
Right.
But
We'll
you know,
suffocate.
suffocate. Yeah, exactly. We just got to keep on moving, you know. And if one thing you can't, and I wrote this today about failure. If it's you can't look at the failure as something bad. A failure it teaches you. It teaches you how to keep on, you know.
Exactly.
40 GM says take one conversation with the right person to change a person's life.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what you got to do. That's what you're doing. You know, in all of these authors, you know, Gina Gasson we're trying to, you know, she's having some technical difficulties, but
okay.
She created a platform called, her and her partner created a platform called Distinguished Authors, where it takes it even a step further and gets you guys out there to a different audience that you guys don't normally get to. And
yes.
She turns it every year into an award show as well to celebrate you guys. And there's been a lot of success stories from her platform. If she's there, we're going to get her to talk about it. Gina, you there?
Oh, no.
That black hole, something else.
A black hole.
Black hole.
Gina's the Negroid up here in the center. She's a really Negro person up here in the center.
I think
Uh-oh.
No, you're not.
That ain't it.
You might have.
That's not it, sister.
So, Dawn, with your other books, this one, She, is about life and things you've gone through. So are all the books about just different things you're going through, or as different topics come to you?
we have
Most of
Go ahead, Morris.
okay, most from the beginning, the first book that I wrote was XXI, The Dawning Begins. So that was a book about 50 pages, and it was just what I was given to introduce myself and to let me know that this is the path that I was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The next book that I wrote was Dusk versus Dawn, which was that was actually a book that I was reading something which I was trying to combine the dark and the light within, that we both have that balance of darkness and light. And when I started to read the other book, I had to put it down and start that book, Dusk versus Dawn, because it gave a lot of who I was, who society thought I was, and who I was actually in this realm of life. So that was a very important book for me, and it's all in poetry form. Okay. My third book, She, which is about the single human experience, and the book that I just published is called My Dear, and it is a book about my community of women that actually would take time out with me and give me different jewels and gems about life. And I didn't realize that my mother, she had so many friends and so many people knew her, but she would always introduce me to the elders of the community, and they would always take out time with me. So everything that I have is channeled, but it's also based on my experiences as well. So with that being said, they're all in poetry form, but they are life lessons. They are aphorisms. They are inspirational. Some are spiritual, but in whole, I can take them all and string them and see a pattern of my life.
Okay.
So
it's your life journey.
You should
Yes, ma'am.
Her. I got it. I got the acronym for you. Her. Here, everything remains. Okay. Do that.
Oh, wow.
Let's go. Write it down.
All right. I got it.
Everything remains. Let's go. I'm telling you. Go ahead, Maurice. What was you gonna say?
I was just saying, it seems like, well, I'm not gonna seem like it, but it sounds like you can use this as some sort of daily affirmation as well in your books.
Yes, sir. I had one person that actually, for some reason, a lot of people do not like to leave comments when they read the book. They'll rather DM me and let me know how it has helped them. And that's what one person said. One person
Daily
told me that
affirmation.
they use the book and they write in it so that they write their experience as well, or whatever came to them when they read the poetry. And another told me that they were starting to use them as daily mantras.
So did the publishers or you self-publish and leave a blank space in after each chapter or each piece where they can write in?
They didn't leave a blank space, but there is space because everything is to the left of the book.
Okay, justified. Okay.
To the right side and below, there's space for them to write in
the margins. Okay. So where can we find your books? Are all of them right now available to purchase?
Yes, ma'am. They're on Amazon. They're on Barnes and Nobles, Walmart. They carry some as well.
Okay.
I have 2 that are published on Kindle.
Okay.
And I just want to get some in bookstores, just to broaden the range, because I feel that these books it's not just because of sales, but I know it is because of the content and how it affects me, how it affects others. I have people that I don't even know that reach out to me because they read a post that I posted in Instagram or on Facebook, or reading the book, or getting past, people give them out as gifts as well. It's they're very close, and I think that was one of the things that I was had an issue with, because it was exposing me a little bit. But that's life. My life has not been perfect. I'm not here to be perfect. There has been failures, but I've learned that within the failures is growth. So I appreciate everything that you all are saying and doing for me right now.
I'm telling you, and that's what I love about this whole roundabout everything. You are using your life to help change people and to tell your story. And a lot of times people are so ashamed to do that. A lot of times people don't want to share shortcomings. We rather share our successes with people, because those are the things that bring a spotlight onto us, and it says, "Oh, okay, look at the great that you did here." But the fact that you kind of, what you say, Maurice?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh, it's all right. So it's the it's those things that you are sharing with people. So keep sharing those life lessons. Keep sharing those things that you actually learn from, because you said growth, and that's key. Growth is very key. If you learning from those experiences, you continue to touch lives. I'm telling you, I love it.
Hey,
I love it all around.
She came to the right show, didn't
Thank you.
Yes, she did.
We expose. We tell our failures. We tell our downfalls.
Yeah.
We tell it all, okay? Because it's nothing but a transformation, and we share. I mean, look, we've cried on this show because of some of the things that we've gone through and the things that we've gotten to. You know what I mean? To know some of our stories. You wouldn't believe we would be sitting here right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
that's you mean that guy up there.
Man, I almost went to jail messing around with this dude.
We done been through some stuff.
Yeah, it's been a thing. But to share, like Jeff said, to share and to be able to talk about it and to sit here and smile as beautifully as you do right now.
Thank you.
Thing. But you got to do me one favor.
Yes.
You can call Marcy ma'am all day long, okay? Quit calling me sir, though, all right?
I was getting ready to say something about that with me. I'm like, like I'm sitting there rocking in this chair right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy.
Don, quick question. Have you thought about putting these on audiobooks?
Right.
Because these are like you said, like they're affirmations, it's motivation, it's inspirational, and like for someone that might be in a car or something of that nature, and you can listen to it, like say on a long trip, and so it can be therapeutic as well. So have you thought about, or just someone going through something that might just, don't want to read, but like might be in a room and they're going through a lot and they don't want to talk about anyone, because sometimes when people are going through things, they do close themselves off. And so you're not, you might not want to just pick up a book at this point, but you're open to hearing. And if they're hearing that, that can help as well. So have you thought of that?
I actually was thinking about that the other day, because I am one that on my way to work, and while I'm at work, I will listen to books or affirmations or whatever. So that is the next step, definitely.
Yeah, like me, I have a lot of windshield time. Sometimes I listen to a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
You know,
He's on the road.
yeah. So I mean, to kind of emphasize what Jeff was talking about, I think some of the biggest things that we miss as folk is that, you know, we always seem like, you know, we're telling everybody we're on a number one, but we don't tell them about the journey. You know, tell them
True.
about the journey, tell them about the trip. It's the
Exactly.
part of the learning experience, and it tells the next person how to avoid the holes, you know, the pitfalls and everything in life. And as you didn't wake up on top, there was a journey. There was some things that you listened to as you were going through that journey. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I like I said, I agree totally with what Jeff was saying. You know, as far as, you know, the journey that you do tell people, you know, people don't tell that fully, and especially if they're putting parts of their lives in there.
And it
That's
also it gives others hope.
That too.
It gives others hope as they read and see the journey that you're going through, and it's like, oh wow, you know, well, you know, I can
Wasn't the
get
only
through
one.
different things, yeah, and I can get through. If this one person can get through some things that they've gone through, so can I.
Man, if you can
That's what I
touch
tell my
one-
surrogate children all the
Again,
time.
Don, if you're touching one person, just one person
Mhm.
daily,
Yep.
you're
Just
good,
one.
man. I see you taking your book and just reading a passage per day, you know, taping it off of your phone or whatever and putting it on Facebook. Just reading a passage, you know, it doesn't hurt. It don't have to be long. You know, read a minute and stay tuned. Tomorrow, I'm going to read another passage dealing with or talking about this and that, and bam, make them wait for it, okay? Because then you're
Yeah.
capturing your people and you're giving them anticipation to
Yeah.
your next the next part of your journey.
And even if it's not every day, you know, just
Air
continue. He said air day. I'm sorry, air day. Air day.
Make sure it's stitchable so you can later on turn around and you've already did your own voiceover and you can stitch them together. And if you decide one day you want to throw them on Spotify.
Oh, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
idea.
It is.
Thank you.
That's what we do here. We idea.
I see it. Look, I got up early. I wanted to make sure I set my
see.
alarm.
What time is it there?
It's 4:41 a.m.
Oh damn!
Wow. Oh, you good. You a trooper out here in these streets. Oh, man.
That's like the guy that was in Africa you were
Awesome.
talking about. Yeah.
Man,
4:41.
I'm sorry at 4:45. I mean, I
That's
got my
all
alarm
right.
set for 5 something. Oh my
I'm
God.
up.
Ooh.
Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna try. Where you at?
I'm in Kuwait.
In Kuwait?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me find a Kuwait.
So did you stay there after service or something, or did you just move
Never
there?
was in service.
Okay.
I actually have an art degree. How life takes you. I was married. That was my whole deal. You know, I got divorced. My
Been there.
son, I had promised that I would send him to college. This was a blessing to me. And I was able to pay for his college in cash.
Wow.
When I came over,
Awesome.
my main thing was that I was here for my son, Kai. But then I realized that I was here for me too. And that's how everything opened up for me. It's a story that I share with a lot of people. A lot of people will say that I really don't brag about titles because where I'm at, when I first introduce myself to people and they introduce themselves to me, they'll give me their title. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, okay, that tells me a title, but who are you? And that's one of the things that I have worked on myself was not to say that I'm this, or let's say I'm a supervisor or a manager. When I say, oh, my name is so-and-so and so, I'm the manager of. I take all of that out and I just go for life as being a human being. So that allows me to actually open the door and talk to people about things that they wouldn't even talk about.
Right.
I've
had that happen to me a number of times.
That's amazing.
Go, girl. Gina, you there? Now she got silhouettes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I'm hoping you can hear me now. At least you may not be, but can hear me.
We hear you.
Hear us.
She still got a delay, I bet.
No delay.
Yeah.
All right, Gina, we got to move on. Go to your phone. Use your phone and just get on like this if you can. All right. Anyway, we're talking with the author, Dawn Gregory. She out there in Kuwait She don't like us no more. But
I'm coming back.
oh no,
I'm
don't
coming
come
back
back.
soon.
Back on
I
our
was hoping
channel.
you wasn't mixed up in all that mess they got in that part of the country. Evidently, it's not in that part of the
Oh,
country.
I'm fine, sir. I am definitely good.
Sir.
Sorry. I'm fine, family.
All
I'm
right.
good.
There you go.
There you go. Family, I love it. That's what we try to be here. We argue.
Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so thankful. When I went to sleep yesterday, I said, Lord, just help me wake up so that I could be ready for this. I did not want to miss it at all.
We
We
appreciate you.
appreciate that. We appreciate you giving us this time. All right, it's not easy.
Oh, thank you.
Because I go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm doing like this. Oh my God,
Telling
the
you.
alarm's gonna come on in a minute. I mean,
Go to bed at
That
4
last little
o'clock in the
bitty-
morning. Get up at 6. And,
Can we hear another poem?
Too much stuff to do. I gotta learn how. But you mentioned your son. How is he? How has he been as far as his mommy being an author?
Well, my son is actually, he's 32.
Well,
So
he ain't calling you mommy.
I was gonna say, no,
well,
she did in
I
school.
came over when he was a senior in high school. So that was in 2007.
Okay.
And he gave me parameters of where I could go and where I couldn't go. He looked up everything to make sure that I was safe.
That's what's up.
Even with me being over here and me paying for his college, he still was very concerned. Even now, he calls me every day or he'll text me to make sure that I'm good. Now,
That's a
he'll
good
be
thing.
having a son in April. His son
Awesome.
will be coming into the world in April. So
Awesome.
my circle, I started here with him. Now it's going to close with me going back because I will be giving knowledge to my grandson. And that's one of the things I'm looking for. And I will be writing, but I will also be there in the present form for my grandson.
Awesome.
That's what's up.
Have you thought of doing a children's book?
I have. I just recently thought about that, and I'm putting something together with my grandson in mind. He's not here yet, but I feel the spirit.
That's
I
a
have the
perfect
little
book right there.
photos.
He's not here yet,
So
but
I talked to him.
yeah.
And I do want to do some poetry or some books for children as well.
Okay.
What's up? Hey, I want to shout
Trust
out
me,
to
they're incredible. I have 9.
shout out to Bree Barnett, Jacqueline Walton. They're on the show. They're listening as well. But yeah, we, as Marcy had mentioned, we want to try. We're trying to make sure that spoken word gets out there and back on the beach. Used to be, it died off. We want to get it back out there. So we're trying to make sure that we dedicate days to spoken word artists. We do
Without a
that
doubt.
days. But I don't care if it's a spoken word artist that come on a Tuesday, Thursday, Monday. We want to celebrate them, and that's and we're gonna be doing that as often as possible. Gina ready this time.
She got something.
Okay, I'm like,
There we
okay.
go.
What's up,
She
Gina?
can crank up that generator in the back.
You see it? You see it? She moving. I guess she ready, or she's delayed. Gina, you ready?
Come on, Gina.
Come on, we rolling dice over here. Let's go, Gina. No, she's not. We just gonna keep Gina's lovely face up there. She ain't gonna say nothing. Not too much.
Yeah, she's gonna catch a whole stream of comments here in a
Well,
second.
Greg, can we hear another poem? Is that okay?
Oh, sure. Let's see.
Well, she said Greg.
That's right, Greg.
With Dawn. Well, I was asking, was that
Dawn
okay at this
Dawn
point?
took it like, okay, she didn't shorten my last name, so it's Dawn, let's go. We got you.
Okay. So all of the poems start with "she knew" because it is single human experience.
Okay.
She is never alone. The emptiness sometimes creeps in. For her, it is an awakening. For what is around her is not a part of her existence. It is not whole. It brings her back to center, to gather the thoughts, to feed the vibrations, to come home again and feel me, nesting.
Oh, okay.
See, you it sounds like you're
You're
doing
supposed to say, okay, that's it.
You'll say that's that piece. When you get done, see that's that piece. Let us know.
A lot of them are short and some of them are longer.
But you sound like it's third person though.
Because it's channeled.
When you say channel, what does that mean?
I hear the words just as we're talking. I hear the words. They come from inner, and it's like a conversation. I'll be sitting at my desk and a poem will come to me and I'll write it down.
There you go. That's what's up.
Real-time inspiration.
There you
Definitely.
go. Gina, you hear us?
You're muted.
Get on mute.
You're on mute.
On mute. Now, as soon as she get off mute, it's gonna mess up. Watch.
You're gonna turn the band.
Let me help you out. You still on mute. Let me help you out. Okay, I can't unmute my guests because they chose to mute themselves. You got to unmute, Gina. Hey, Gina, you're muted.
Okay, I didn't have any sound. So I have sound now.
All right.
All right.
There we go. She in the game.
It took only an hour.
That's okay. You're here now. I know you have a million questions.
Yes, and this is the first time I've met Don, and I just want to say, because what is it, Don? 2, 3 in the morning there?
Oh, it's 4:50 right now.
This is a trooper. Do you hear me?
Really?
This is a trooper. When we were talking back and forth and discussing the time zone, I told her, I said, if you can't make it today, I truly understand. We'll try to see if you can make it tomorrow.
No, she was on it, Gina. She was on it. She was ready. I told her this ain't no interview. This is a conversation.
Yes.
Oh,
and I love
definitely.
it. Thank you.
We don't do.
But I did hear bits and pieces. I did hear, Don, that you do spoken word.
I haven't done spoken word, but I'm getting used to reading them because they're channeled. I don't remember the poems that I could just say it straight from without reading, but I'm working on that actually.
Okay.
To try to do some
I say take your book everywhere you go, and if you go to a place, read it from the book. It's still yours.
That's true.
Read it from the book. It's no. I don't think there's. I'm not in that world like that, but I don't think there's a set standard of how you're supposed to do that.
I don't think so either.
Make that happen. Get it out there, okay? And we're definitely going to support you. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
As soon as I get off here, I'm gonna see what these radio people, because I think you need to talk the same way. They'll probably interview you though, so be prepared. The same way. You need to get it out as comfortably and as readily as possible. We need to hear you. We need to hear your story. Everybody needs to hear your story.
Yes.
So if anyone knows anyone that didn't get a chance to watch the show that are on here now, we archive these shows in YouTube as well, and I'll send you the link once everything's done. I'll send it to Gina. Gina will send it to you.
Thank you.
You'll have a link for the show that we just did. Yes. Did I say that right? I did.
Yes.
And so, Gina, I was telling them about what the Distinguished Authors Guild has done for a lot of authors. So can you further talk about that?
Absolutely. We have authors that have been picked up by the school system, mentorship, fraternities, because their books are award winning. So it's not just a title. You take that and you can grow it as big as you want, and you could take it wherever you want. The awards are being produced now, so that you guys should be receiving those probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, she's one of the.
She is one of the. That's an award-winning book.
Well, that's what's up, Dawn.
That's an award-winning book, and don't take that lightly, because Marcella was one of our readers, and if Marcella want to talk about it, how intense it was and how in-depth it was to read those books and the feedback, and not every book won. There were books that were nominated, but not every book won. So Marcella, if you want to talk about the process.
Okay, in reading the books, we have to look at the content, punctuation, a lot of things we had to take into consideration. And it's hard when you have so many books to read, because some are in the same categories. We had to see when you have the summary in the back, normally in the back of the books, did it match up with the book? Because I know there was one I did read, and if you know, a lot of times you look at the back of the book just to see what the book is about, and pretty much it didn't match what was the content that was in the book. So it's like I would have been very upset had I bought the book to
didn't match up
according to what it was saying it was about, and it had nothing to do with that. But it was just a lot, and then to just make decisions and to give the reviews on it, the honest review on it. Was it cohesive, and you know, and did it grab my attention? Or was it something like I had to read like a little bit, like, okay, let me go put this down.
Thorough. You guys were really thorough with that. I didn't know.
You had to be, yeah. You have to be, and then you have to give the review.
Well, go ahead, Dawn. You passed the test, girl.
And Dawn, you passed all of that with flying colors, especially
while overseas.
While overseas, especially with Marcella. You know, Marcella's thorough like that. We go to her for all the facts.
Some snaps and claps there.
Her with all the facts. Marcella, what's this? I'll have it for you in a second. Hold on, y'all continue to
talk. She had a comma where she should have had a period. I mean, wow.
We look at all of that. We have to look at all of that, because think about it. If you go in and you see something that says this is an award-winning book, and it's filled with errors and terrible grammar, what do you're going to question, how is this an award-winning book? So those are some of the very, very specific things we have to stick with, because we are talking about award-winning books. And when we talk about award-winning books, we want the books that are chosen to represent that. And the 12 authors that were chosen represented everything that we talked about. And the one piece, a lot of times people don't care about what we're looking at, punctuation, this and that. What people really care about is, does this book keep my attention? Is it a book that you pick up and don't want to put down? That's the main thing, that someone that's looking to purchase a book, that's what they're looking for. They don't want to have to read 4 or 5 chapters before they start feeling like, okay, now it's getting good. If you don't get their attention in the first few pages of a book, the person is going to put it down. And so all of these books, Dawn's book represents exactly that. You read that book from the first page to the last page, you're going to want to keep reading until you're done.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it was so much. I didn't know it was a book of poetry, you know. But to know that, like I said, especially going with the theme that we've been trying to do every Wednesday, I think it's fantastic. And and I never knew the process either of choosing an award winner. So, hey man, shout out to you, because you did that.
Thank you so much. And I want to say thank you, because you got the book, because I don't put punctuation in the poetry, because I want you to read it to your pace.
Yeah.
The way you would read it.
So you would not have to, if I put a period, then you would stop and continue. But I want it to speak to the people who read it. So I appreciate that, because that's one of the things I did have to fight with my publisher about, was punctuation within the poetry.
But you know, sometimes when you're doing poetry, that's different from writing, a little different from writing a regular story, a book.
Correct.
So that's, to me, understandable.
Thank you.
She is a story. It tells a story. It really does outline. So, you know, her book, Dawn's book, came under the title of nonfiction because of the way it was written. It didn't fall into the poetry category. So a lot of times we'll get authors to submit their book and they'll have it under one category, but as the reader reads the book, I actually got back from the reader who read Dawn's book and said, this is not poetry. This is more of a story. And so we changed her category to nonfiction because it fit more into the nonfiction category than it did with poetry. And many times we'll get books that the author doesn't know which category it fits in, but the readers will come back and say, this is more of this type of book. This is more of a children's book, or this is more of a poetry book than what the author actually sent in. So I usually tell them, don't worry about, pick what you feel is closest, but we're going to determine what's best.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good.
Man, that's just interesting, man. It's just totally a vibe, man. So yeah, again, I mean, we thank you for coming on.
Yes.
4:00.
Yes.
Well, now it's 5:00 in the morning. But
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing that journey, man. Okay, we're not done yet. Hold on, because I'm going to ask you to do another one.
Okay.
And you saw my head down because I'm trying to network with some people so that they can hear it. But I'm also going to give them the link afterwards too, to get just make sure people know who you are.
Okay.
That don't already know. She getting ready to jump right in, y'all. So y'all hold on.
Strap up.
Here's one more from Dawn Gregory. Okay, jump off when you get ready. All right.
Thank you. She knew the essence of a woman lies with the hurt, pain, and tears that rest upon her soul. But the beauty of my story is that I never let it break me. I grew, I learned, I affirmed. I took from the pain and turned it into another page in my book, Chapters.
Okay.
Wow.
It again.
Right.
It is.
Take it right there. They should just drop you off.
We find that those are the best ones.
Yes,
those cliffhangers.
Enjoy it.
Definitely.
And I just turned to a page, so that was very, very good for who I am, how I turned everything, how everything is channeled. Your platform, Miss Gina, was the first time that I even entered my book in anything.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't get to be there for the show when it was running because I was asleep. But then when I woke up, I played it back at work and I saw that the young lady had won for poetry. So I said, oh, okay. So I said, all right, I'm thankful for the opportunity, and I continued to watch it. And then I saw the book in nonfiction. And I screamed in the office. I was like, oh my God, I won. And they didn't know. But so it just opened up everything from me pigeonholing myself, because I had no idea that it would be considered as nonfiction. But each one is a story. It's a different piece of the quilt that I'm building until I'm no longer here. And the words will be here forever. So I'm very, very grateful.
Yes.
As I'm listening, and I don't know if you guys feel the same thing. It's each of your passages sounds like you're really talking about yourself, and giving us that portion of your life each time. It's something that you say she, but it's actually you.
Right. It would be considered as me. And again, it was kind of hard sharing from a perspective, but I also think with the way that the books come about, it's breaking me out of my own shell, because at first I didn't want to publish anything. I just kept them. I just held them in the notebooks, and I just had them on my shelf. And I was like, okay, this is poetry. This is for me. And then I kept getting pushed to put them out. And I was like, man, this is going to expose me. But it's the best thing that could have ever happened. The best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Man, I tell authors all the time, don't sit on your work. You don't know the individuals that it will impact. You don't know the individuals it will motivate. You're writing those words for a reason and a purpose. It's not to be hidden. Now look at it. It's an award-winning book. Had you never took that step, you wouldn't be this far.
That is true. I'm further today than I was when I wrote my first book.
Did,
And I wrote my second and my third. You know, this is the third
Mm-hmm.
book, and I never would have imagined winning an award, speaking to my family here that I know now, and just expressing who I am and what comes through me, because I want people to understand that it is messages that I receive. Every single word in the books, I receive it. And I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful to help people. And I just want people to understand, you know, we all have gifts. We all have our purpose. It's not all the same. It's not always attached to certain things. Certain people are here for this or that. But I'm giving back what I was given. And that's what makes me happy.
That's what's up. Give everybody, let's keep Brenda Lampkin Blakemore in our prayers. You know, she lost a family member, all right? It's never easy.
So sorry to hear that.
Let's keep her in our prayers. She's always watching the show, and she's watching now as well, okay? So, Brenda, we love you, and we got you in our prayers, all right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, Dawn, you're an award-winning author. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. When I found out, I was so excited, and people were like, well, what are you talking about? So I had to explain to them what award I won and how prestigious it was. They know that I talk a lot and I share a lot of information, but it feels great. It just gives me it gave me the opportunity to talk to you. It opened my perception up even more with this award. So I know everything is done in time, and I know it's the right time. So I'm very, very thankful. It just gives me more perspective on my purpose and my part that I need to do.
Nowhere but up from here, seriously. Okay, now that you know that you can do that, and that people appreciate it, and that you have won an award for it, okay? If that's not inspiration, motivation, I don't know what is.
Absolutely. I hope she's ready for the ride. I hope she's ready for this ride, though.
I'm ready. I'm going to do another year here. I'm getting everything in order. And when I get back to the States, of course, my grandson will be here. And I'm going to take this as far as I can go, because I know that it'll help people.
That's what you'll have first, your grandbabies.
Yeah, it'll be my little son, my little grandson.
We're gonna meet you at the airport, man. We're gonna come off the plane with a poem for us, and with the book in your hand.
Stand out there doing like this.
When she first came on, you know, she said the book was she. It must have went this ear and went out the other, because I said, okay, now your book, her.
She. Get it right.
And then change the acronym.
It's all the
you
same.
did.
Change the acronym.
You gave us some advice to take that HER acronym. Okay, what's up, Jackie Gardner? Thanks for tuning in. Jackie Gardner.
Hi, Jackie. She was 2020 award winning. Jackie actually won 3 categories. She submitted 5 books. And 3 of her 5 books were award winning in 3 different categories.
Oh my God, that's so great. We ain't talking about her, we're talking about Dawn.
Yes, well, we're talking about the Distinguished Authors Guild authors. So, you know, there's a lot of things happening with the award winning authors. If you, excuse me, if you go to Eat the Real magazine, they have been featured in the Author's Corner, which came out yesterday. So they're truly excited about that. And it's a full layout for all authors that won the award show. Each author has their own page, some of them 2-3 pages. So they have their own corner that they are featured in. Their books are featured over across the seas here in the U.S. over 40,000 subscribers. So that's also exciting. They'll be featured on the DAG page for the whole year of 2022. And then they will get honorable mention for the 2023 DAG Award. So it doesn't stop. It didn't stop after the show aired. We continue to push and push and push.
So it's called Ethereal Magazine?
The Real. ETHEREAL. The Real.
The Real. So they pushed it all together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's all one word.
So it sounds like a medical condition. Maybe ethereal. You got ethereal?
You got the real. You got the real.
Only in your mind.
We're going to clean the ethereal, okay? And then I don't know. That's
from the mind of Greg Gray.
That's scary.
The Real Magazine. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Again, let's find some. I challenge my panel. Let's find some other I'll call it artistic magazines and sites that these authors can go on and let's get them on there. Let's push them. Okay, even though Dope, you don't get no higher than Dope Living TV live, but let's get them on. Let's get some on these other little stations, and so that you can get out. Make sure that you are seen everywhere, not just in one.
Can I ask all the viewers, everyone on the panel, support the authors? Support the Distinguished Authors Guild authors, because this is what DAG is trying to do, to really push their books, to get it out, give them another platform to get it out there on, and to give that support from our community. So I'm just asking all the viewers, the panel members, purchase It's a very, very good book. I'm not sure if you have the copy of the book, Marcella, but this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to uplift, all of us. We're supposed to uplift each other. And this is what I'm asking of everyone, to just support. And Don, if you could quickly give your platform where individuals can purchase the book, go ahead and do that.
Okay, this is the cover of the book. And my book can be found on Amazon online, Barnes & Noble's online, Walmart. I do have 2 books on Kindle as well. And those are pretty much the platforms that my books are on. I do plan on expounding that to get it on more platforms, and in bookstores as well.
And in bookstores.
So I'm excited.
Well. We are full service here on Dope Living TV. So whatever you say, we push our people that watch to go. We got to get it there. We got to get it there.
Thank you.
It's imperative. So y'all get there. The title of the book is called SHE. It's She. All right, Single Human Experience. It's a book of poetry. It's by Miss Dawn Gregory. Y'all go get this. All right. I'm sorry for covering y'all up, Gina and Jeff. It's only for
you're fine.
It's all right.
That's what all the ladies tell me. I was thinking.
Oh my God!
I didn't repeat that.
It's all good, but that's the name of the book, everybody. Dawn, we want to give you a chance to say any and everything that you want to say right now, because we're almost at the end. So just the floor is yours right now.
Okay. Well, for one, I want to thank everyone for embracing me and for allowing me to be here. Ms. Gina, thank you so much for opening up another area of my life that I didn't know that I could go as far as I'm going. I follow the words that I receive. I put them out, and I'm thankful. I say, if I reach one person, I'm good, but I know that I can reach so many more. So I thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Being overseas has given me a different perspective in life. It has shown me that stateside and overseas is pretty much the same thing. We have people here, we have experiences, we have the ups and downs, failures that I turn into lessons. However, I know that each and every one of us have a purpose. We all have a purpose for being here, big, small, whatever. Make sure that you're not just living life to live life, that you live life to the fullest. It is within your purpose and your passion that we give back, that we help another person. And that's what it's all about. It's about being human beings. It's about helping each other. And with my books and other books, please just support. If you can, share the information. I am on Instagram under Dawnology, DAWNOLOGY 05. I'm also on Facebook, Dawn Gregory, and I write every day. Every day I receive messages, I put them down. I promise that I will get myself out there more on this platform and other platforms so that you can actually hear my voice and see me. Reading is one perspective, but you actually knowing where it comes from is another. So I appreciate this platform. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will continue to move forward. I will continue to help people and enjoy the life that we have been given. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey,
I love it.
Beautiful.
Joseph is a filmmaker. He says amazing. Okay. Hey, might want to turn one of your books into a film. I'm telling you, he's a filmmaker. Got a movie coming out about man, what is, I forgot his name. Refresh my memory. He says, do you write suspense? Johnny Jackson, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He says, do you write suspense, Dawn Gregory?
Do I write?
Suspense.
I have not, but I'm sure I can.
He says he's paying.
Yeah, poetry.
I know that's right.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Hey,
The plug.
he just threw the gauntlet down and say, hey, if you write suspense, baby, I'm going to pay you.
I'm just saying, Ken ain't no joke, y'all.
Let's make some dope.
The name of his movie is called The Johnny Jackson Story. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's coming out this year. So, you know, we got to hold up. Wait a minute. Got to put some life coaching in it.
What?
All right.
Yeah, Jeff,
Get real.
What you got for us?
Man, I'm telling you, like what we heard today was we heard from an author who actually immerses herself in her writings, in her poetry, in her books, and tells the whole story. She's not sugarcoating. She's not trying to lead you on. All she's trying to do is use her gift in order to bless others with what she has to say. And this is how it should be for everybody. She stated earlier, you know, go ahead and find your purpose. Know what that is. You know, figure it out, meditate on it, because we all have that purpose in life. And just for her to say that, and just for her to come out with this book and put it out there and just share those stories, this is the epitome of what walking in your purpose is. It is fulfilling the role that you have sought out for yourself, and then learning and noticing how it can bless others. So I just want to leave y'all with that. Use your purpose, figure out what it is, and use it to bless others, just as this author is doing today.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Mike Green. He's a actor. He's a DJ, radio personality, all of that. Okay, Mike Green. That's another guy that probably can do a lot to help your career as well, Dog Gregory. So shout out to him.
You.
Tuned in for a second or two. I'm gonna reach out to him as well. It's fantastic. It's been a blessing to have you on the show.
Yes.
Definitely. Gina, you want to say anything? Last word?
Yes, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for submitting such a wonderful book. I can't wait to see more of your writings. And I know we're all of Distinguished Author Guild's authors I stay connected with, and I do as much as I can from the day one to moving forward. I do as much as I can to continue to help you guys to get your books out there, and whatever platforms I can, you know, get you guys on, I'll continue to do that.
Absolutely. Hey, Ken said the movie will showcase. We're trying to get you out there now. Maurice, you got anything you want to say real quick?
To kind of go along with what Jeff was saying, you know, the journey through life is important, just as important as where you finish up. And you're not finished. You basically, that's how you have to go out there and reach your blessing. You know, your blessing is blessing others. Like we always say here on Dope Living TV, it don't stop, with us where we're at. I mean, we're here, but we've always told people here on Dope Living TV that it didn't come easy, not by a long shot. Trust me. And as all of us know here, just like we're talking to you, it's a blessing to have somebody write those things down, just told to her that she's receiving it and she's telling another generation to receive it and share it. I mean, that's a really good point.
Okay. Hey, again, Ken Joseph's movie is called The Johnny Jackson Story. It will showcase at the Gene Siskel Film Center.
Wow.
167 North State Street, Sunday, July 24th, 2020 at 7 o'clock p.m. Y'all need to get there, all right? We'll continue to post that, all right? It's going to be epic, y'all. Tickets are $11. Y'all come out there, check it out.
Not bad.
Be epic.
Not at all.
That's what's up.
You got to go see it, all right?
That's very affordable entertainment.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And it's going to be a good. It's going to be a good time. I'm telling you. Go ahead, Marcy.
I just want to say that God gives us all different gifts. Live life on purpose and live life with a purpose. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission.
Cool.
It's powerful.
That's real fun.
Thank you, Dawn, for coming on the show. Okay, I mean, you said a lot of great things. You read us a lot of nice poems. Okay, but one thing that stuck out in my head is that box. Okay, you know, we all we all have started in that box. Okay, we've tried to climb out and we probably slipped back down. You know, the thing for that is just to keep trying, keep doing what you're doing. People like yourself, people like Ken, people like everybody that's on this panel, okay? We didn't let that box close on us. We kept it open. If we had to take a toothpick or a stick and pry it open because we knew we could get out of there, okay? And to fulfill our dreams, all right? Let us continue to do just as our guest, Dawn Gregory, has done and live our dream, you know? Fight through the mess and see the sunshine, all right? Because at the end of the day, man, feel good after you've gone through all of that stuff to get it done. You know what I mean? Feels real good. Feels real good. We thank you, Dawn. Okay. Ken Joseph says he loves you all.
All right, man.
Dawn for coming on and sharing with us. Our platform is always open to you. Whatever
Thank
you got
you.
going on, let us know. You want to come back on and just chill with us? Because we some fools. All right. Well, I guess I'm.
Speak for yourself.
Or promote your next. You know.
I'm the fool, but we promote whatever, okay? And we want to support business. We want to support people that are doing their things, okay? Because that's a lot of people don't get their props, their flowers. They pass on before they see how much they're appreciated, okay? We're trying to appreciate every single person that comes through because everybody's trying to do something different. This pandemic has slowed us down and made us just get into that box, okay? But it's people like yourself that bring us out of that box with your words, with your inspiration, you know, with what you do. So we appreciate you. We thank you on our platform.
Thank you.
That was a lot.
You all have a good evening. I'm starting my day.
You have a good day.
Morning, good morning. Good morning.
Yes,
Thank
you have a great
so
day.
much.
Good
You
morning.
guys are all blessings. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm not done yet, but we out of here. All right. And we will see you guys tomorrow with somebody else. Gina, who we got tomorrow? Don't know, right?
Uh-oh.
I say Gina.
Gina.
I think Gina.
You are silly. Hold on. I'll give it to you in a minute.
Well, that's okay. We'll get them. Whoever it is, we know it's going to be inspirational. So we will see you guys tomorrow on DopelivenTV Live. Okay, it's my crew. This is me. We out. All right.
Peace.
Take care.